we created Linux operating system. So that is Linux based machine. Okay, Linux server we created. It is still in initializing state. Let me refresh. Okay, my instance is running state, become a running state. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create try to connect via EC2 in this console, EC2 AWS console itself. Let us check whether, yeah, I'm able to log in. So but this time I'm not going to use this console, because uh, I am going to log in via putty. So to do that, so to do to do that, what I'll do, I already downloaded perm file, correct? So I'm going to type putty. So putty already I downloaded. If you want, you could go and download. Okay, so I'll go here. Putty.exe already I have. Okay, I'm showing this. So already I have putty. I downloaded. So what I'm going to do, click on SSH, come here and click on auth and expand auth. Go to credential, go to browser, and where is here in under the download, I downloaded my .ppk file. This already I created. This is key pair, which when you are creating your instance in AWS, during the time you can create it. Already also you can create it. But when I created my instance, uh, I selected this ppk file, key pair file. So I'm going to select this. Okay, I selected. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to log in the session. Okay, so here, so I'm going to give my public IP address. So if you have here, we have public IP address. So I'm giving my public IP. Then click on OK or open. So when you click on open, so it will ask you this port number 22. It is connecting blah blah. Yes, I accepted, and it will ask for login as a user. When you are connecting putty, during the time, if you give IP address at the rate EC2 hyphen user, then directly it will log in. But uh, if you give only IP address, then you can give EC2 user and enter it. So when you are entering, it is going and checking authentication from my key pair. So my key 1122 is right key pair. This is what I attached when I create my EC2 instance. So good, I'm able to log in. I'm able to log in my Amazon server. Okay, which available inside the AWS. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the same method quickly. I'm going to install the Datadog agent. So to install Datadog agent, what we need to do. So I'm going here and type agent. So install agent. Okay, go and search install agent and come here where I'm going to install. I'm going to install on Linux, correct? So to install Linux, here this is the installation. And if you want, you can select, you can create your sorry, you have to select API key. And I select already, I have one API key. If you want to create new API key, no problem, you can create new API key. So my API, just I'm giving my API name, whatever name you can give it, save it. So here I created my API, so I'll use this API key. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the environment. It is just a dev environment I'm selecting. Okay, this is not mandatory, but if you want, you can select it. Whenever you select dev, then the tag will be attached, correct? So when your Datadog agent installing, during that time, along with host name tag also, environment tag also attached. So this is what my API, which is whatever here you are seeing, correct? D2, the same you are seeing here. So I'll copy from here and I'll come and paste in my putty session. So here, if you see, it is pasted. I'm going to enter. So my putty has been installed. My Datadog agent is installing. So once it is installed, we see could see the um, metric collection start will happen. So wait for some time. It is downloading and it is trying to install from various mirrors, Datadog mirrors, Datadog repos. Okay, running scriptlet, installing Datadog agent. Okay, so it's done. So last time we seen correct. So this datadog.yaml, this is the main configuration file. In this configuration file only we are going to play today. Okay. So before that, we will check whether this agent has been captured inside the Datadog or not. Okay. So I'll open my Datadog agent portal. Come here and go to hosts. If you see there is no host, okay, why? Because it will take some time to reflect here. I'm going host map. Still, it is not reflected yet. Okay, we'll wait for some time. So we'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, not yet come. Okay, we'll wait for few minutes. And I'll pause my video. Okay, so finally it came. It took 2 minutes. So I'm able to see my server. Okay, the host name I am able to see. And when I open dashboards, if you want to open and check, see only 1 minute before, 5 minutes before it is started, and there is no container process network logs, nothing we have started, correct? Mainly you see here there is no process. Okay, so we'll get normal basic information. And if you open the dashboard, open the host in dashboard, you will find many information about resources. The common resources are basic resources, that is CPU, memory, and load average. After that, disk usage, swap, network, all those things you can see. That last class itself we saw, correct? This class, what we are going to do, we are going to play with this Datadog YAML file. Okay, so this is main configuration file. Okay, before entering into that, we have some basic commands. Just we'll see here. If you see first four command that is related to Datadog agent, by using it you can start, stop, restart, and status you can check. So here, if you're running from normal user, then you have to add sudo in front of it, like this sudo systemctl. If you are running from root user or admin privileged user, then you no need to add sudo in front of it. Then here in Linux operating system, varlog is the directory. Inside this, you will find all the log directories. For Datadog, there is a separate directory inside this. So inside the Datadog, all the logs will be collected. So if you see here, mainly inside this, three logs will be there: agent log, process agent log, trace agent log. So all these logs are belongs to Datadog agent. It is not belongs to any servers and all. It will belongs to Datadog agent. Okay, then you have main configuration file. Inside this file only we are going to play. And here you have some more for some more comments, that Datadog agent config, Datadog agent config check, health, and host name, version, all those things. Say for example, I'm going to use Datadog. Okay, Datadog agent. version I'm giving. Okay, so when you are giving Datadog hyphen version, it is this is the version. And if you want to check health, so it is giving an error. Why? Because permission denied. Because I said correct. Some commands you need sudo, otherwise that is root admin privilege. Correct. So if you don't have, add sudo in front of it. So what happened? Health check is passed. 12 healthy components. Let's see what is this healthy components. Already that we have correct memory, CPU, many things are there. So 12 components are enabled, all are healthy, there is no issues at all here. Okay, that is how we could check health check. Going forward, if we enable any feature, then we can come and check here whether the component count is increasing, and whether all are getting healthy or not. If we find any one service or any one config, say for example memory, if it's not able to access you, it's not able to fetch the memory information in the sense, then here it will come uh, 11 healthy components and one is unhealthy, something like that it will come. Okay, so now next command, host name normally it will give what is the host name, Datadog host name. See, this is what the host name. So that host name you can come and check here. So this is what the host name, correct? When you click on host map, then you could see the host name. This is what the host name it is showing here. And finally, you have two more commands: Datadog agent config, Datadog agent config check. So config check. Okay, when you run config check, then it will give you all the configuration. See here, these are the config files which is helping to collect the information from server, container image, blah blah. Okay, next you have just Datadog agent config. When you run config, it will give you the configuration about all the this one. So many of the futures, we could say futures. Okay, so all the futures, most of the futures will be false, false, false. Let's see here, vector, log, metric, URL, blah, blah. Many things are in false state. Only basic things are allowed, rest of the things will be, you can see here, most of the things will be false. Okay, okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to play with the configuration file. Okay, what is the configuration file? Etc. See, normally in Linux, inside the slash etc, you can find all the configuration files. So inside the slash etc, how you have a Datadog folder for under varlog, same like you have Datadog folder, Datadog agent folder under etc. Okay, so inside this you have Datadog YAML. We'll go one by one. CD slash etc slash, here you have Datadog agent. So inside that you have Datadog. Okay, inside that you have um, Datadog YAML. Okay, so just I'm going to edit this Datadog.yaml. So opening. Okay, here also permission denied. So what I'll do, I'll open with the sudo. So sudo space. When I give sudo space, here you could see the API key. This API key is nothing but when we start installing, correct, during that time we selected that API, we created new API and we selected correct, same API key is we are able to see here. So now come down, and here if you see host name, it is there. If you want, we can give our own host name. Say I'll change the host name and I'll give you. See, for each and every the options, you will have detailed information about it on top of it. If you read this, you will get many informations. Okay, I'll give something like Linux hyphen server. Okay, okay. Next, the rest of the things I'm not going to change. I don't know. I don't want to do any changes here. Okay, here we will add some tags. Okay, so I remove tag and see two. So this intention is very much important. Okay, so it should start, the iPhone will start with from G. Okay, so now I will team infra that they given for example. So same like if I want, I can type here something else. So I'll give department DB. Okay, same if I want to give anything else like TIR, tire, front end. Okay, so I given this info. So I'll come down. Okay, only these two. Okay, what we given? We given tags. We and we have changed the host name. Now, after do some changes, whenever in Linux operating system, not only Linux, even though in the Windows, whenever you do changes in any running service configuration file, you have to restart the service. Okay, so for that, mm, sudo systemctl restart datadog agent. We give, then it will be restart. How can you come to know it is restarted or not? Go and check the status. When you run the status, it will show you 9 seconds ago it got restarted. 9 seconds ago it got restarted. Today's date, all those things it will come. And see, whenever you are seeing any service, it should be enabled here. If it is enabled means next, if your server reboot happen, no, so while booting itself, the service will be automatically started. No need to go and manually start each and every time. Okay, so this should be enabled. If it is not enabled, then we have a Linux command like systemctl enabled space that service name. If you give, then it will become enabled. Okay, but when Datadog agent installing, no, during that time itself, it will be by default enabled. That is good thing. Now we will go and check in the Datadog site, and we will see whether the host names changed or not. All these informations we will check here. So obviously it will take some time, correct? So if you go to host, okay, click on host map. Okay, see here, dev environment is dev. Why environment dev came? While installing, we selected we selected dev, correct? So that is why dev it came. Now we have added three more. So infra and department and tire. So all these three will be coming under here. Okay. So I'll go and check last 15 minutes is there. Okay, last 15 minutes is there. So we'll wait for some time. As I said, this is what the apps currently running, agent, NTP, and system. Okay, then these are the normal things. Okay, if you see here, there is no process. Okay, it is showing there is no process. Okay, so we'll wait for some time, and I'll come back when this is be enabled. Okay, I wait 2 minutes. See here, now Linux server, whatever we change the name, that name has started here. And here it is showing two hosts, but this host, if you see here, if I select this host and go to this host dashboard, no, what will happen? This host meta collection will be should be stopped. Why? Because the new host name has been changed, and it going forward, it will collect the metrics under Linux-server only. Okay, that is good. If you open that server, uh, it is showing Linux server. Okay, so past 1 hour. Let me check fast. Past 30 minutes. Okay, very good. So past 30 minutes, it is collecting. It is showing all the informations. Okay, so whenever you are referring there, it is taking this. Okay, now I wait for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I checked here. I do see the Linux server which I added new. So here you could see this old name as well. So what happened after 2 hours, this old name will disappear. And if you click here, then it will take to the server only. Okay. Now we'll go and check in the Linux server what is the state and whether we are able to see the metrics or not. Okay, hostname has been changed. Yeah, hostname has been changed. And you notice that this metric collection happening from last 15 minutes. Okay, last 15 minutes in the sense um, we installed this operating system exactly at 16 sorry 16:30. It is 16:23, correct? From 16:23 onwards it is started, so no issues. Okay, now our host is working fine. Host name change, where whatever we did the changes in the configuration file, that is reflecting. Okay, here also if you see two hosts are showing, one is this host and another one is the Linux server. So after 15 minutes, what happened completely when 15 minutes completed, then this host will go up. When you click here Linux host, when you click Linux host, now you do see that department DB environment dev and the team is infra tire front end. All these informations has been added. Okay, and so if you want to, so here it is showing two hosts, correct? I want to filter it. So based on department, so department. Um, so see here, there is no department here DB. Okay, only one host is there. The count also coming here. Only one host is coming. Okay, so here also you can see department colon DB. If you filter department colon DB, see only one host will come. Okay, if you filter uh, department, sorry, environment colon dev. If you select environment colon dev, both will come. Why? Because in both the servers you have environment called dev. Okay. Uh, this is the advantage of Docker. Sorry, this is the advantage of tag. This is the advantage of tagging. So you can filter your uh, hosts based on the grouping. To group that, you can use tagging. Okay. So these are the advantage of tagging. And we have a custom tag as well. If you want to set any tag from your end, you can add tag. You can give whatever name you want. So for example, I'm going to add one more tag, that is client. Okay, client or vendor. I will say vendor. Okay, vendor. So some vendor. So which vendor we could say? Um, some vendor name. Okay, Axis Bank. Axis Bank. Access, just will put access. So this belongs to access, something like that. So you could save. Oh, okay, you cannot do tags. Why? Because we are doing on aliases Linux server. Let me go and check in this server, try to add it. So no, we could add it. Wait, um, client, client colon, sorry, vendor, correct? Vendor colon access. Okay, added. So this tag is user defined tag. This tag defined by your Datadog agent configuration file. So this is how you could um, you could update the host name as well as you could update the tags. Okay. One more thing I would like to show here. If you see process, when I click process and there is no process, so due to that it will take some other page. It will take. So if you want, I'll go and let it open the page, the process intro. So there is no process monitoring yet. So that is why it is taking to intro page. Okay. So if you want, you can go and check inside the here also. So you can go, I select here, mm, and I'll go metrics, and here in under the process, nothing is there, correct? So what we will do, we will enable the process monitoring. How can we enable the process monitoring? Again, go to the file, then open datadog.yaml. So here you have one more file called config. Okay, um, process underscore config. You can search by uh, uh, press this button right slash, then process underscore config. Okay, see here this line process underscore config is there, correct? So this process underscore config, we are going to enable it. By default, it will not capture any process. Okay, when you enable it, then only it will start capturing. Why? Because by default it will capture only resources informations, memory, CPU, network, swap, all those things. But if you want to monitor process, then each and every process, if you want to monitor, then you have to enable it. So I enabled, saved it, save it. Then you go and restart the telegraph, this one, Datadog agent status. So just now 4 seconds before I restarted, we'll wait for some time and we'll check whether it is reflecting or not. Okay, so I'll come here, I will refresh, I'll wait for some time. Okay, when the process is starting, I'll resume my recording. See here, process not yet started. Good. It is started. It is captured too quickly. The first time when you are changing the server names and all, it is taking long time. But see here, process. I have not paused my video. So see here, process. All the process are capturing here. So if you want to open in the dashboard, you can open the dashboard and you can see here as well. This process is nothing but if you go into the Linux operating system and type top command, correct? When you type top command, you can see all the process. You can see all the processes here. So this is what the output we are getting in uh, Datadog portal. Okay, see, so past 30 minutes, and here if you see load average, available swap, memory, disk, all those things are there, correct? These are the normal normal your server informations. Okay, when you want to know if you want to monitor, then you can see the, you can click on process tab. If you want, you can open this live process tab as well. So that what happen, each and every 15 second it will capture the process information and it will show here many informations you can see here. So here all the process you can see. Again, tagging will be act as a vital role here. So now only one server we have. So we know that this process, whatever process here we have, correct? So this process belongs to this particular server. What if we have thousands of server, correct? So you can filter based on the server name, or if you want to filter based on the environment, you can give environment colon dev, or if you want to filter based on um, if you want to filter based on some other tag, you can use TIER, tire colon. So already we have front end. Like that, you can use tag here as well. Okay. And this metric is nothing but it is, you can create a alert, but we will see that later. Now, now process you have, and so all the process informations you could see. For example, if you want to watch only SSSD process, okay. So what you can do, you can deselect here whatever you don't want, and you could select whatever process you need. Okay. See, I'm deselecting all. So system D, and then ACPID, something called agent is there, and Amazon SSM is there, ATD is there. Uh, this one, I'll remove everything which showing here. I need only one. In that case, I will say here, do we have any option to unselect all? No. Okay. We'll go and we'll remove one by one. If we want, we could enable whatever the process which we need. Okay. So if you remove, the process list will be reduced here, so that you can see only those process which you want to monitor. And you could save this view as well. Okay. For future reference, you could save this view, because each and every time you cannot come and you do all those things, correct? So what you can do, you can store this for future view. Oh my god, you have a hell lot of this one. Let me try to filter out from here. SSHD. You can go to customize also you have. So if you don't want any rows here, then you could minimize. For example, RSS memory I don't want, minimize. Start aggro I don't want to see. Exit ago I don't want to see. Container, host, process, all those things. Okay, let me check this. So actually this is running on the server, correct? So that is why you are not getting any information about pod or container. Okay, so like that, what you can do, you can select, and you can do one more thing. So you could save this view as well. Okay, if you want, you could save view. Say here, save as new view. So my new, sorry, my Linux view. Okay, I could save it. So next time, whenever you want, don't want to filter all those things. For example, if you go the metrics, something, if you come back here, so what happened? Whatever you filter, it will go off. Correct. Whenever you are next login or whatever you are running, all the filters will go off. Okay. So this, it will come like this. So if you want to see with all the tags, you just go here in the views and select your views. So when you select your views, so it will give you the ready-made. It will give you the ready-made data, that filtered data, whatever you have done. Okay. So this is how you could enable the process monitoring.